Educational Podcast. Hi. Okay, guys, today we'll be discussing an interesting topic that is assessment strategies to English learning. Joining me, Rosa. She's a third student from vocational school at pharmacy majoring pharmacy. Okay, hello Rosa. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, Rosa fine guys. Okay, today Rosa will share her experience about her learning English at her school. So, what's the story? Let's check this out. Okay, guys, as we all know, English is one of the subjects that often considered difficult. However, the right assessment strategies can help us to understand and enjoy the learning English. So, for Rosa, how was your opinion about your experience learning English at your school? Gimana sih pendapatmu tentang pengalamanmu belajar bahasa Inggris di sekolahmu? Silakan.
Saya suka belajar bahasa Inggris karena bahasa Inggris merupakan bahasa global yang dimana memudahkan komunikasi lintas budaya, terutama dalam bisnis dan pendidikan. Setahu saya, jika kita bisa berbahasa Inggris, kita bisa mendapatkan pekerjaan di luar negeri dengan gaji yang lebih tinggi.
Oke, gaji yang lebih tinggi guys, high salary. Anak SMK, emang SMK saya juga dulu begitu, SMK carinya yang kalau bisa gajinya tinggi. Oke. Okay guys, based on Rosa's statement, we all know that Rosa likes learning English at her school. The reason why she likes learning English because English is global language. Another reason she likes English because when she mastering English, it will give opportunities to work abroad. Okay, let's move to assessment strategies. There are several strategies that often used to assess English learning. For example, peer assessment, role play, and 5Ws questioning. And for peer assessment, it's like correcting essays or practicing speaking. And for role play, it's such a conversation like in the real situation. And for 5Ws questioning, it is asking questions such as who, what, where, when, and why to analyze the story. Okay, now from Rosa's experiences, have you ever encountered assessments like the ones previously mentioned? And which do you think is more fun? Jadi, apakah dari pengalamanmu, kamu pernah menjumpai penilaian kayak misal peer assessment, role play, atau 5Ws questioning yang 5 pertanyaan itu? Dan menurutmu, mana sih yang lebih menyenangkan? Silakan.
Menurut saya lebih menyenangkan 5W.
Oke, why? Kenapa?
Karena guru saya sering memberi pertanyaan 5W untuk mengukur pemahaman siswa dalam suatu materi.
Oke, satu materi. Biasanya materinya apa? Narrative text?
Iya.
Oke, narrative text. Okay guys, from Rosa's experience, when her teacher wants to measuring the understanding from the students, her teacher use 5Ws questioning. And she likes it because it helps her to deeper understand about the material, and often like narrative text, right? Narrative text. Okay. To make relevant assessment, English assessment can also be linked in everyday life. So, such as creating a vlog and maybe writing a review and role playing. Rosa, have you ever gotten assignments like that, like role play or writing review? Jadi, apakah kamu pernah mendapatkan tugas kayak yang tadi disebutkan, misal role play atau nulis review seperti itu? Silakan.
Ya, saya pernah ditugaskan untuk menulis cerita pengalaman pribadi dan saya juga ditugaskan untuk membaca berita di depan kelas.
Oke, tapi itu dua hal yang berbeda. Berarti pertama menulis pribadi dulu, terus tugas yang lain disuruh jadi presenter. Oke, based on Rosa's answer, she has done assignment like role play and write a review for her experience. And for role play, it is as a TV presenter presenting the news in front of her friends, ya, di depan teman-teman ya. Oke, seperti itu guys. Next, we will be discuss about feedback in English assessment. Feedback is important assessment in English learning because students need it. Feedback can be like grammar or pronunciation correction and suggesting to improve intonation maybe and praising students' effort to make them more confident. So, Rosa, when your teacher give your feedback, do you think it helps you to learn English? Ketika gurumu memberikan feedback atau masukan mungkin tentang grammar atau pengucapan, menurutmu apakah itu membantumu dalam belajar bahasa Inggris?
Iya, sangat membantu. Karena ketika guru memberikan koreksi grammar,
dengan koreksi grammar dan juga pronunciation mungkin,
iya,
pengucapan,
kita jadi tahu bagaimana penggunaan bahasa yang benar.
Oke, bukan pasti. Kalau pronunciation itu ngaruhnya apa sih kalau salah pengucapan? Menurut gurunya Rosa?
Menurut guru saya itu jika dalam pengucapan berbeda maka berbeda artinya juga.
Oke, memang harus diteliti lagi ya. Penting banget itu memang. Oke. According to Rosa, the feedback given by her teacher is enough to help her in learning because when her teacher give her feedback, she knows the proper use of grammar and pronunciation after being corrected. Furthermore, a good assessment can make students feel more motivated, especially in English that need a lot of practice. So there are some recommendations that can be used, like learning apps or giving students the freedom to choose topics that they like, and maybe teachers focusing in the learning process of students, not just final result. Okay, Rosa, regarding the strategies, what are your expectations for the way teachers provide assessment in the future? Gimana sih harapanmu pada guru cara-caranya menilai siswa dalam bahasa Inggris di masa depan? Silakan.
Harapannya guru menggunakan metode penilaian menarik seperti kuis dan proyek kreatif. Karena dengan hal itu siswa menjadi
termotivasi, tidak merasa
siswa menjadi termotivasi dan merasa tidak sedang dinilai.
Merasa tidak sedang dinilai. Oke. Okay guys, here Rosa hopes that teacher provide assessment in the future by using methods such as quizzes maybe because she needs a fun assessment, enjoy assessment ya kan, yang penilaiannya itu menyenangkan kan. Okay, maybe her teacher can use quizzes and maybe creative project because these methods can make students happy and not feel that she is being assessed like that. Okay guys, those all Rosa's experience in learning English. Well, now we are at the end of the show, and thank you for Rosa for joining us and share your experience about your English learning, and thank you for our audience for following us from the beginning until now. Hopefully this discussion will inspire you all guys. Okay, finally, keep learning until you reach your dream. Thank you so much and see you in the next session. Dah.